Hello sisters, today I would like to share 5 golden moves to improve the hip line. If you feel your butt isn't fuller or your butt isn't defined, you absolutely must do this more often. Without further ado, let's get started with your gear. First, let's warm up and stretch our hips. The training of the lower buttocks is mainly based on the flexion of the wide distance. Therefore, during our warm-up, focus on stretching the inner and posterior thighs and hip mobility. Do 1 to 2 sets of each exercise, 10 to 15 representatives per side. So the first thing you do is deadlift the paving. Stand with your feet about 1.5 to 2 times shoulder width apart. When you lower your hips, bend your knees. Keep your back straight throughout the entire movement. This exercise not only improves the overall size of the hips, but also improves the lower hip line. The second exercise is the wide stance deadlift. Stand with your feet about 1.5 times shoulder width apart. Keep your back straight throughout the entire movement, and bend your hips wide, not your knees, as you lower. You don't need to stand completely straight when you stand up. Maintain tension in your hips at all times. This movement can create a good separation of the buttocks and legs. The third exercise is the wide stance squat with a kick bar. Stand with your feet about 1.5 times shoulder width apart. Keep your back straight throughout the entire movement and do not actively float. Bend your knees while lowering your hips back and down. This exercise also primarily targets the lower hip. The fourth exercise is the hip thrust with a bar. Keep your upper back still throughout the entire movement. Slow down and stretch a little when lowering. Use your hips to push up when you're up. Instead of falling back and jumping up, pause for 1 to 2 seconds at the top. This exercise mainly targets the gluteus maximus and strengthens the lower buttocks. The fifth exercise is the split squat. While lowering your hips back and forth, slightly lift your body and bend your torso wide. Stand on your toes until your thighs are parallel to the ground. You don't need to stand completely straight when you stand up. This exercise not only lifts your hip line but also improves the overall size of your buttocks. So sisters, you must do it more often.